Today we're going to make ourselves some grape jelly. Welcome to Living with Grandpa John. I'm going to make some jelly today after I cleaned the mess I just made. And it's really pretty simple. It's 3 ingredients. It's juice, sugar, and pectin. That's all it is. And then it's going to go from there. We're going to do it on a pot, and then we're going to put it in jars, and then we're going to water bath the jars. So let me get started. 7 cups of juice. And hopefully I'm not cutting my head off again like I did last time. Make it a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Even though I'm bald, I still don't want to cut my head off. Alright. Now, when you're using store-bought juice, the only thing to remember is you have to have 100% juice, no sugar added. So, we're going to start with 4 cups here. Okay. There's 4 cups. And then we need 3 cups more. Look for my 3-cup mark. There it is. So it's just about this full thing. And if you look, there's only just enough left for me to drink. Okay. And that's the end of that one. Then we need pectin. So, and pectin takes I get a knife to open it up. It's sealed. Okay, let me get a tablespoon. You take 6 tablespoons of. This one happens to be real fruit ball. This is for the low or no sugar. So you need 6 tablespoons of this to go in there with the sugar. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I want to get a whisk. Whisk does a little bit better job than a spoon. Because I'm not really concerned about putting air in it per se. I'm concerned about breaking up the pectin, have it completely dissolved before I add the sugar. Now, put it on the heat. I'm going to put it on pretty high heat for right now until I get it all dissolved. Okay. Okay, well, at this point we will, I'll sit here and stir it until it, what you basically do is you keep stirring it and keep stirring it and keep stirring it. And when it comes to a boil that you cannot stir the boil out of, it boils and you can stop the boiling, boil. Once you can do that, then you gotta let it boil for 1 minute as you're stirring it. Then just turn the heat off and the pectin should activate. And I have hot jars inside the oven, inside the dishwasher. I just put them on the sterilize setting, even though it's that if you water bath or can them for more than 10 minutes, you don't need to sterilize them, but we're gonna water bath them for 10 minutes. So it's on the borderline. So I just sterilize them just to be safe. Of course, I hand washed them, hot soapy water, rinsed them off real good, then put them in the dishwasher on the sterilize setting for an hour, and now they're ready to be taken out, have jelly put in, and we're going to put them in the water bath. Okay, we're getting to a point now where we're getting a lot of foam. And you really don't have to skim off the foam. It doesn't hurt the flavor any. It's just some people don't like the look of it. So I skim off the big parts. But we're almost to the point now of the boil can't be stirred down. I can still stir it down a little bit, but I'm going to work on getting the foam out of it. And when I say foam, this is what I'm talking about. You can see it. It's kind of a whitish color. And it doesn't hurt the flavor any, it's just unappealing. Okay, now I'm going to time it for 1 minute. Because now the bubbles aren't going down. So now let's start by getting some jars out here. I'm going to get a cutting board because everything is super hot and I don't want to put any burn marks on the countertop. These are hot. Not super hot, but hot enough where I gotta move them up fast. And start with those 6 and go from there. Oh, I forgot one thing. I need a little bit of vinegar to wipe the lids with. Not the lids, wipe the top of the jars with, in case it gets any jelly on there. If you don't wipe it down with vinegar, it won't seal. Now you could do it with hot water. I just like using vinegar because the stuff is very sticky. And there's no flavor from the vinegar. The vinegar doesn't leave a flavor of anything on it. Because it's not in the apple, or in the jelly, it's just on the rim of the jar. You want a quarter head space. With water bath, it's not as critical on the head space as it is with pressure canning, because things will expand differently. And I've already inspected the jars when I washed them for any nicks or chips along this edge, because if there is, then they won't seal. And they're hot. So now the new lids that we got, according to Ball, you don't have to boil them to get the rubber part soft. And I've been slowly going by and not boiling them, and I haven't had any failures yet, but I'm still a little apprehensive. But I'll keep doing it until I get failures, and then I'll backtrack. Tedious but necessary. And these are brand new lids. Now there is some debate on when you can reuse the lids, and for me, if it's undamaged and I'm doing something that is kind of like a pickle, or something that's a little higher in acidity, I'm a little bit more leaning towards, reusing the lid. But if I'm doing anything that deals with protein, like venison, beef, chicken, pork, fish, then I always use fresh lids. Now, you don't have to put the lid super tight. You just, what they call finger tight. Just put it on. Don't wrench it down, because you want the steam from the canning process to be able to escape and cause a vacuum. And if the air pressure basically can't come out, then you will have a failure. I honestly don't know how many jars can fit. Okay. It's all done. It's time now to take them out. Yes, I know. Now we can hear a little better. So, all right. Now, there's water on top of these, and I try not to tilt them too much. I can wipe the water off later. Broke, actually the shoulder that I broke a little while back. So it's getting a bit of a workout, but it's all good. Alrighty. That's it. There's 24 jars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, there's only 20 jars. I can't count. So there's 20 jars plus what would have been 21 jars. So it's not bad for, this cost me, the juice was $2.99. The sugar was just, you know, a little bit out of a 10-pound bag. The 10-pound bag was $5. So probably another $2, maybe $3, depending on what sugar goes for. I had the jars and I had the rings, and I paid $3 something per box for the lids. So 3, 6, 9, $13 for all of this. So not bad. All right, let me know how you guys do on yours, and let me know if you want me to do any particular jellies, because it is starting to become jelly season. Because you got all this stuff you're taking out of your freezer that you've left over there for the end of the season, and your berries and your fruits and stuff, and they make you got to do something with them. Making jelly is one of my favorite things to do. All right, thank you very much. This is Living with Grandpa John. Have a nice day.